Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Witcher Wednesday. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 2. Geralt is in White Orchard, and we're about to talk to the hunter who found the bodies of the Nilfgaardian soldiers that were killed by the Griffin.
Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Well, let's go find him, shall we? Mislav. Where is he going here? I want this. So, we're at the very early stages. Geralt is level 1. Doesn't have a lot in the way of ammo, weapons, or armor, or skills, but we'll get there.
You, Mislav?
Shh! Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
How do you figure?
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Now that part's a lie.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
So when he says wolves only kill to fill their bellies, that's actually a lie. They will kill for sport. And I have been witness to a number of occasions of that, believe it or not. There is a big push to bring back wolves, and it's been ongoing for decades now. And of course, the wolf populations have blown up in the Pacific Northwest across Idaho, Montana, Washington State, Oregon. This has had a severely detrimental effect on things like elk herds. I certainly understand both sides of that equation, and I'm going to go off on a little soapbox here, but I understand both sides of that equation. I understand the people that want to preserve preserve wolves and not have them land on the endangered species list, but I also understand it from a hunter's point of view and a conservationist point of view on what it does to actual elk herds. But it's also been detrimental for sheep farmers and everybody else. I mean, I know from one particular sheep farmer that had around 140 head of sheep, a pack of wolves came in and slaughtered the whole thing. You know, they weren't filling their bellies on 140 sheep. They just kept going. Once their bellies were full, they will kill for sport. So, in this man's estimation of what the difference is between wild dogs and wolves, no. That is incorrect. Wolves do kill for sport.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs
Someone
been a
will kill
problem
some
for a while
dogs.
now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more.
Where are these dogs at? Kill the wild dogs. Right there. Okay. Yeah, when I grew up as a kid, I'm going to walk so I can tell this story. Growing up as a kid, I grew up in the family of a bow hunter. My dad was a hell of a bow hunter. And I spent a lot of time outdoors in nature pretty much every weekend of my waking life while I was a teenager. And one of the greatest and most majestic and awesome sounds that you can hear in the wild is that of an elk bugle. It's a fantastic noise, and we used to spend fall, when I was a kid, September, elk hunting with a bow and arrow. No, I'm not into rifle hunting. That just feels like shooting things. But to bow hunt something, you got to get really close to it, and you got to kind of learn and understand how the animal moves and thinks, and really, it's just a different way of doing things. It feels more like hunting, you know. It's just a different thing. I don't want to get all preachy about that, but that the elk bugle is just a phenomenal sound, and unfortunately, now that the wolves have become so prominent, they don't bugle anymore because they're giving their position away to the wolf packs. It's a disappointing thing to go into the wild and not hear that noise anymore.
Time to handle this. Shit.
Is that all the wild doggies? So it's a weird thing, the way it all works. My dad works for the Fish and Game, and I grew up in a fish and game family and a bow hunting family, and I certainly understand the point of view of so many people who like to hunt and fish and things like that. I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for years. It was never my favorite thing to do. I like archery. I love it. I've always loved shooting, but even that was robbed from me thanks to keratoconus, which is a very awful degenerative eye disease. And I also understand the desire to want to bring wolves back, but there's gotta, it feels like, there's some kind of balance that could happen, but both sides are tugging so hard that there's no sort of compromise in there. It's one of those classic human problems, so it's really unfortunate.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
Don't have to then. So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Anyway, I guess the last thing I want to say about the whole wolves situation is I really wish there was I really wish that we could get to a balance. It feels like there has to be a number where we can have enough wolf packs to maintain them and keep them off the endangered species list, and yet not have them overwhelm every other piece of wildlife in the forest to the point where elk no longer would want to bugle. I mean, we may never get back to the point where sometimes they can't help themselves. You might hear one once in a while. Certainly my dad and I were hunting a few years ago, and it was startling to hear an elk when we used to hear them all the time. You'd come back from hunting, you'd come back from your hunt that day, you'd wander into camp, it'd get dark, you'd make dinner, and at 8 o'clock at night, you could hear multiple elk bugling all around you, and it was just so crazy to hear that, and it was so wonderful and majestic, and it just doesn't happen anymore. So I miss it, and I miss that people aren't going to be able to experience that the way I did as a kid.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
I really love the weather effects in this game. I just haven't found a game that does it quite like this. Even with the weather mods, Fallout 4 doesn't look this good. The way that the sky goes from that color up high to darkness in the distance, like you would naturally see it. They did a great job with this
Nilfgaardians
game when it came to that stuff.
Griffin interrupted them.
It was just so well done.
Ground's black, saturated with blood.
And it's cool to know they're working on a fourth game.
A camp.
I think a lot of people are wondering what it's going to entail and if we're going to be playing as Ciri the whole time.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Oh, well, why can't I? Because he's in the middle of a dialogue. Okay. So, they came over here, they jumped the edge. Geralt with his very awkward jump. Chasing those deer. What do we have up here? Okay, Geralt, where did he go? From here. We have this. Where did he go? There's got to be a clue here. Oh, do we just have to jump across? Okay. Oh. Let's see if we can get that. Up that path. Gotcha. Okay. These things do burn an awful long time, don't they? They could have shortened that. and in his not so smooth movements here.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Oh boy. There's
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Oh my, that sun. It's one of the really cool things about The Witcher as a concept with the video game is that, you know, he knows all this stuff. He's learned all this stuff about these animals, and he can do all that. That was the promise of Witcher 1, which it never lived up to, in my opinion. But we need to take a look at his character. We need to get this first thing. We're just gonna get gourmet first. So slap that on up there. That way we can get healthy on food without having to waste all of our food. And then, is there anything in here? There is some crowns, some orans. Okay. And there's a place of power. How many over here?
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Yes, we should. And we gain another ability point. Yay. Okay. So we'll talk about builds. A bunch of different ways to play the game. I'm not huge on playing with signs, so I tend to go into the whole potion thing. You know, all the builds online will tell you about things like Euphoria or whatever. I mean, and then there's Piercing Cold, which is also incredibly cool if you want to play with signs. I'd love to play that sometime. The problem I have with all of that is that you don't get that until way late in the game. So the idea that you're going to have a quote unquote Euphoria build, I'm really only interested in playing the base Witcher game. I've got the expansions installed because I want gourmet, but the base game, you're not going to get the benefit of having any of that stuff. You can have it on New Game Plus, which is fun, but I wanted to do this part of the journey when he goes from level 1 to level 30 plus. So we'll be doing this. I have a build set up for this. How I like to do this. It's basically a type of Euphoria build, I guess, but it's going to focus on the cat stuff and critical hits. I don't min-max it the way other people do. So let's see. We need this. Just like that over there. So our fast attack damage increased by 10%. We're getting all the cat gear, and part of the reason I'll be getting the cat gear and playing that particular way with the light fast style is because the cat gear just looks really good. I like the way it looks. So, all right, where do we have to go now? There's a broken bridge there, and then there's this person. Okay. Well, let's go see what kind of plants we can gather along the way, shall we? So we can start learning our decoctions later. I don't know why I keep calling them dedoctions. They're not, there's no second D there. There's some moose that have killed something. What have you guys killed? Some stuff. Raw meat, we'll take that. There's a bunch of kills here, isn't there? Oh my goodness, okay. Well, let's grab this stuff over here. Since the wolves have gone to all the effort to do it for us, we might even get a chance to kill them. Here they come, chasing these guys. Chasing those deer all over the place. All right, any more? There's a wolf over here. You guys want to run towards me? All right, some dead doggies. That helps. Onward. We need to go this way. Put your sword back, Geralt. Ooh, it's a warg. You sucker. Don't you do that to me. All right, my friend. Wargs. Off we go. Into the dreary land of White Orchard. Beautiful, dreary and beautiful. Ask the herbalist about buckthorn. Well, that is something we will do. Still a bunch of stuff to do here. In the villages and such. Okay, so here she is. It's a Witcher game, so more tush.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my brews can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. They're only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Okay. Well, Swallow. Do we have any of that? Potions. Tawny Owl. No. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff here. A bunch of things to loot. Ingredients. I mean, if you're gonna show up at the herbalist place, you might as well loot her for all she's got, right? Grab all her stuff. Because might be able to come up with some uses for that. Let's see if we can save this girl. Alright. Geralt, grab this stuff. Now, what else does she have over here? Wolf's Bane. Oh yes. Rib leaf. Sorry, I'm taking all your stuff, lady, but it's for a good cause. Druid water. Odusel water. At least I think that's how that's pronounced. You all know me, I'm terrible with pronunciations. Okay. Get out. Can we do Swallow? Let's see. Alchemy. Okay. Potions. What do we know? We know Swallow. What are we missing? We're missing this Celandine and a Drowner Brain. Oh. Okay. We got to kill some drowners. Well, we know where some of those guys are. So, I'll tell you where we're going. Secondary quest, missing in action. Brew a dose of the Swallow potion, if you will. Alright, so this fellow over here, we're gonna go find. This is what I'm sure that thing we're looking for is yellow, because that's what it looked like. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Ah, that figures. No, I'm not. Now it says I'm going this way. Which way am I going? Blow ball, it's yellow, but it's not the right stuff. Oh my goodness, what is this? Hey, there's the Celandine. It looks like that. Right there. We'll take all of that. Okay. This guy we're looking for. There are drowners near him. Well, there are drowners close by to the guy. Let's put it that way. So we'll head off in that direction. And this is probably going to be a good time to get our horse. Because we got a ways to go. Roach. Of course you would go right in there. Into the fenced area.
Come on.
You old goat. Let's go. This is when I really miss Assassin's Creed. Because the horse riding in Origins is so good. Music in this game is great though. Gotta like that. We're gonna come back to that guy with a whole lot of swords. There's a ton of loot to grab. It ain't worth much, but it does add up. Alright, now you can go. You're free not to run anybody over. Drowners. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, now, if I remember correctly, like I played the first hour and a half of this game to make sure that I could put it on the channel. Make sure that I had things like the video stuff in order, which I still didn't. There we go, Smuggler's Cache. Smuggler's Cache. Yes, we'll take it. And so I had got to here, and I had done actually this guy's quest, and I hadn't got around to killing the griffin. I was like, oh no, I can put this on channel, it'll work. So, where are you? Right there. Come to me, honey. So just a fun time playing Witcher. Good game. And I don't want to offend anybody with my elk wolf comments. It's like, it's one of those occasions where I truly can see both sides, and it just makes me so sad that people have taken such a strong stance in each direction, which basically makes it impossible to come to any kind of reasonable. It makes it impossible to have a conversation and come to any kind of reasonable compromise on the issue. You know, the pro wolf people want wolves everywhere. Like they want them in your backyard. Basically, it's what they make it sound like. And the fishing game conservationist people and bow hunters and rifle hunters and everybody else who hunts is like, kill all wolves. And it really does feel like there's a reasonable middle ground to be had somewhere, but it's hard to do that when people are being basically irrational. So this first time playing the game took me forever to figure out how to get in here. Oh. Get your sword, Geralt. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a bummer. He didn't pull his sword. Anyway, first time I played the game, I had a really hard time figuring out how to get in here. Let's go, guys. Come here, where are you?
Oh, you're fucked.
That would be...
Lost your nerve?
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, take a bite out of crime there. Oh, you're gonna do that to me. I'll torch you. Okay. Jeez. Oh, here we go.
Too late to surrender.
Yeah, it is. It's too late. It's too late. Oh, there we go. Rusty swords. Small blackjack. These guys have some stuff up here. So it's an interrogation report. The Witcher, Colgrim, stands accused of kidnapping Vitti, son of Paul, a beekeeper residing in White Orchard. Suspect was detained pending trial. Upon detention, he was searched and a diagram of the forging of a steel sword was found on his person. It is suspected this sword was used to intimidate or possibly kill the kidnapped child. It is likewise suspected that the accused possesses other such diagrams for the forging of death-dealing implements, though none have been found to date. Sir Ignatius has requested the Witcher undergo preliminary interrogation with the application of torture. This will take place once a torture with the proper qualifications has been found. Addendum. It was later discovered drowners were responsible for the boy's disappearance. Unfortunately, Colgrim died before this information reached the investigators, for rather than face the baronet's judgment, he chose trial by ordeal. Sir Ignatius agreed and ordered he cleanse the Vivares family crypt of specters. Colgrim never emerged from said crypt. It is highly likely the motley wraiths, specters, and evil powers residing there and proved too much for him. Is that going to be true, though? Okay, so this is from Yennefer. Yes. Brother missing. That's the stuff we read earlier. So always a good idea to read that stuff and stay caught up. So scavenger hunt for the Viper School gear starts. Viper School deer. There's a note there. It says, "What am I supposed to fucking die for? Temeria. Dad died for that, and so did my 3 brothers, and what'd that get 'em? Fuck all, that's what. Not even a decent burial. Da always said a wise man learns from others' mistakes, so here I am, learning from his. And instead of dying for Temeria, I'm gonna rob those who killed Temeria's sons. We've pitched a camp, got us a great spot, middle of the woods, near that old mill. Now we're all set to go out on our first raid." Yeah. Unfortunately for you, it didn't go well because you ran into a Witcher. Well then, got out. There's nothing else here except for this man's corpse. He had some water on him. Oh, and this old bloke. Alright, chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich for the soup lover soul. Well, what do we have down here? We have a wolf. Oh, look at this. Can I just roll down here? Kinda. Get down on that tree.
Come on!
There we go. Get rid of that dog. Well then. Off we go. To meet this fellow, but first...
So, we'll look for Bastion later once it's
That's
safe.
the boy. The bloke. But before we do that, there are drowners here, and we need a drowner brain. So... let's head on down there and get him, shall we? Looks like a good plan to me. What is this blue plant here? Wolf's Bane. It is if it doesn't disappear on you. Alright. There's some goods down here. And a lot of drowners. Geralt, my friend, it is time to go to work. There's guarded treasure here. Silver sword up, buddy. Blow it.
What? Lost your nerve?
Okay. Who's next? Really? Oh, it's such a short range. I want to get that other barrel and get these guys. Come here, you mutts.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Too long, apparently. Gosh darn it, girl. Finish him off. Okay. Those barrels weren't in the ideal spot there, but let's see if we can find a drowner brain. There we go. Very nice. Okay. There's some more up this way, but there's also this. Yes, some stuff and a diagram for a Dorian sword. And another sword. Well, let's take a look at what we have here. This thing, better than what we're wearing as far as armor goes. What is it? Shift to compare. So it's got 10 more armor. Resistance to damage from monsters. I'll take that. It's ugly though. That's the only thing that's really bad about it. And then a bunch of rusty swords. But there is this thing. It's the steel sword. It's better. And if we want, we can throw a rune in there. Not like we're not going to get a bunch of those. Alright, further down the way here. There are more drowners down there, but I don't need them. And it would probably be a good idea to meditate and grab that swallow. Hold on, there was a marker over here. We missed one. Where is it? Is this guy in the water? Oh no, it's this. It's a monster heart. Okay. Well. Get out. Oh, these poor blokes over here. What's it say? Burying the bodies of hanged deserters and rebels is hereby strictly forbidden. Anyone caught trying to cut down hanging corpses will be summarily executed. General Merwin Rosen, Viceroy of the province of Temeria. Yeah, poor folk. Okay, well. Let's go do it. We got some people out here. What are you guys doing? Oh, just sitting around the campfire. Nice. Wow. You know what? Seems like a good place. As any alchemy. Let's craft it. Swallow. Yes. Alright. Clears toxicity and cancel all. Sorry. Quest updated on death's bed. Thought I had to meditate to do that, but I don't. It's just meditation. It's gonna heal you and replenish all your potions, so.
We'll look for Bastion later, once it's safe.
We'll look for Bastion now because Geralt of Rivia is here.
Do that often? Talk to your dog?
It's my brother's, Bastion's.
This guy's got some broad shoulders.
Guess he's mine now. See, Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers, feeding. Someone told me they're afeard of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me. Keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
Who would have thought? But I want to find his body at least. so Bastion don't rot there in the sun with the black ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
That we can do. So, my friend, go this way. Follow the road. How far is it? 200 meters? I suppose we can run that far. Although why, when we've got a perfectly good horse to do it with? Well, perfectly good might be stretching it,
Come on, Roach.
but you know what I'm saying. Beautiful night in White Orchard.
Faster.
Hey, this is where we started at, I think. Isn't that the right tree? There's
there,
our
Roach.
battlefield.
So many corpses. And the war's just started.
Yep, that's how it works. And there's all kinds of swords to pick up, so. Where's our doggy? Doing.
You're here, good. Bastion... His body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flowers, we'll find Bastion quick.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hussar will catch the scent and lead us to Bastion. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
I'm in agreement with that. Alright, let's go have a look. And there's our little buddies. So we'll grab all of this stuff along the way, because there are a bunch of them. And look for that shield. There's one right here. But that ain't it. What do we have over here? Blunt axe. There's a shield over here.
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him.
Looking for a burned body is what we're looking for. Yeah, I see you guys.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
Ah, son of a gun.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Oh, this is bad. Ah. Rats. It's one of the reasons I don't like signs, is because when I want to cast them, I can't. Because it's all, stamina based on that regen, and it just... I'm not a fan. I've seen the Piercing Cold thing, and it looks pretty awesome. I mean, I would very much like to try that sometime, but...
Come on, come closer.
Take them one at a time with my annotates. Alright, who's next? shield right here. Were you dragging one over here to us? Yeah, you are. There's a little head dismantling, and that one was smoother that time. Multiple enemies is when I start to get a little overwhelmed and panicky. Just haven't played the game in a long time. There we go. Okay, now let's find your friend.
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
Where is our corpse? It's in here somewhere. It's not this
That
guy.
him?
No. Neighbour's son.
Not him.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
Here we go.
Nothing.
This ain't him either, I don't think.
That him?
No. Neighbour's son.
He's around here somewhere.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
Where is he?
Still nothing.
Where do I remember seeing him before? There's a shield over here. That's not him. So there's a dude over here. There's more dudes. Orange. It's a right big old... Okay, that's not it. Gotta find this guy. Found him easy last time. What am I missing? Let's go. Oh, there's a bunch of bodies in this direction. Don't see any of those shields though, and we're reaching the limits of the search area here. Who's this guy? Sword right there. Let's go around in a circle. What's this? Oh, here we go.
Skin's burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Bastion was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that. He found him! Hussar's caught his scent! Come on!
Let's follow the doggy. Hussar, lead the way. Come on, your poochness. Right here?
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista bolts landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastion! Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosinia found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. A blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosinia. Alone he'll die. And he can't go back to his home. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
Bastion only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward. And the gods protect you.
Our good deed is done. Sulfur. Only thing in here that we can grab. Oh no, there's something else. So Geralt has helped someone. One more person. In his many quests that he will embark upon. Alright, so find some buckthorn. Well, let's go do that. That shouldn't take too long, although it is a long ways off. So let's get on the road here and summon our horse. There you are, you nag. Let's go. You do know how to run, don't you, horsey? Whoa. Don't know how to turn very well, though, do you? I am very interested in seeing what a Witcher 3 might look like. I mean, a Witcher 4. Excuse me. We know what Witcher 3 looks like. What Witcher 4 might look like with the updated engine and stuff. Could be a heck of a time. Could be a lot smoother than this when it comes to riding the horse, which would be a very welcome thing. Oh, that's pretty though. This is always one of the pretty things about the game. And you all know I like pretty. I like pretty graphics. Whoa there. Roach. Try to stay on the road. Where are we going? Where the river is the widest. Okay. It's down here. Ooh. The Nilfgaardians. Oh my goodness, that is some sunshine there, isn't it? Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's sell some stuff. We picked up a bunch of different things. We didn't clear the whole battlefield, but...
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods.
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half free.
I like half free.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Mostly I just want to sell them all this stuff, so let's do this. Let's see, what is a Witcher Steel Sword? Well, and we don't need this anymore. Camo armor. Yeah, nothing we can do with that, so. What's he got here for me? He's got Gwent cards. Oh, man. Well. Reaver's Dragon Hunter. Gwent card. Wow, it's common. It's Northern Realms. I need to start putting this together. You already have this item. A Blue Stripes Commando. How much would these cost me? In this full test. Oh, well, we should buy that. I should also probably buy that. Saddlebags. 30 max. Well, it's a little expensive right now. We'll try to stay out of that. I really should buy those. What is this? Torn out page. Griffin deduction. Oh, yes. Oh, what did I just buy? I bought the saddlebags that I didn't mean to. What did I just buy? This game. Oh, sometimes some of this stuff. Dismantled into crafting components. I can't remember how to do that at the moment. So I'll have to figure that out again. Plenty of crafting components. Alright, I have no idea what I bought, so that's unfortunate, but there's Roach with his saddlebags. Yeah, this. Do we need these formulas? Probably. I'll buy it.
Take care.
Think you have to get those formulas to learn them, don't you? It's been so long. It's been so long. Let's see, alchemy page. Deductions. The Griffin one. What are we missing here? Oh yeah, mutagens. This is taking damage raises damage resistance up to an upper limit for the remainder of the fight. That's an okay one to have. Especially early when you don't have many other choices, so. Find some buckthorn. Wow. Look at that goose running away. His arms up. That's cute. Oh my goodness. The sun rays. Oh my goodness. Kid, the Emperor's not gonna like that joke that you're making.
That war was nigh.
Goodman's boy knows a merchant who travelled to Nilfgaard once. Oh, the strange things he saw.
Yeah? What things?
They don't leave us.
Let's head out here and try to get as much buckthorn as we can.
Hey! Anyone home?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must have eyed me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. Was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left, locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
It's a pan contract. Well, we've got that door problem solved. What's over here? Rotting flesh. Hunting trousers.
A corpse. Explains the stench.
A corpse.
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Steel plates. The broadhead bolt torn out page for the foglet deduction. Decoction. I don't know why I'll always say that way.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
And when you arrange to meet, fucking show up. I did, risking my life in the entire blasted operation, and ended up standing there with my plow and cock in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organized than that, but you Tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations. But since our old plan's gone tits up, this time we'll choose the time and place for the next meeting. Sounds interesting. Gustav, got something to ask you. Come into the possession of quite this stash of valuables. Don't ask how. Modesty prevents me from trumpeting the heroic deeds I often perform in the fight for our beloved fatherland. At any rate, there's so damn much of it that there's no way in any hell I'll carry it back on my own. So I put everything in a chest and I buried it on the beach. At the base of the cliff with the 2 burned-out huts on it. You know, we'd go crayfish hunting there, remember? So here's what you've got to do. Grab a wheelbarrow, throw a shovel in it, and take it to the beach. But make sure no one sees you. We'll load the treasure and sell it all in Vizima. And split the earnings 50-50, like family should. See you later. And remember, not a word to anyone. Dead and loving it. There's our pan.
The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
I have. Because I'm a witcher. And I'm good at finding pans.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
Happy to take your money.
Fry up a nice white fish for supper.
Quest completed. And now we'll come out here and try to get out here and get a horse. Come on, my friend. It's right out here. Let's go get out. Avravia. Where is this stuff? Right there. Let's get as much as we can because we'll need some later. So it's best to just grab it now. This little brownish looking thing. Geralt has way better underwater breath range than I do. Okay, my friend. Probably good.
Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Well now, not quite yet. There is the matter of a certain wraith at a well that we should do before we exit this place. Oh, and we gotta go deal with that lady. On death's bed. Let's go see her. How far away is she? 154 meters this way. Okay. Oh, I got some dead stuff over here. Busy bees. Got a guy working that field and something dead out there. What is it? Something. Field doggies. The peasants work in the fields. And the wolves working the deer over. All right,
The plague!
The plague? That's all you gotta say? Okay. Well, let's see about this.
Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
All right, well. Hopefully she survives. Get out. Now what else do we have left? There is Witcher contracts. Devil by the Well. That's the one. Okay. This thing right here. Venom extract. Nice. Cursed oil. She gave us some stuff, didn't she? Hey. Roach. Roach has no qualms about which side you mount him on.
Faster.
Left, right, he doesn't care.
And ye, could ye deliver us from evil?
Well, maybe. I'm trying. One quest at a time.
Freak.
Freak? I'm the one who's going to take care of the griffins so you people don't get eaten. Alright, my friend. Let's talk to the person here who's Odilon. And what else does he have in his nice house here? Anything that we can loot over here? Hunting boots. Oh yes. Nice, and there's a chest here. I'm just here to take all your stuff. Also though, I think we have some upgrades here. What is this? Trousers. A very slight upgrade. Boots. A better upgrade. Okay, now you no longer look like a witcher. You look like a... something else. What else has he got in here? There's a couple of things here. Leather straps. What's in this place? Okay. Alright, my friend. Tell me what you know.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I feel for you, but this is my job, so let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
Oh yeah, how much can we get out of this annoyance level? Or an extra 5?
Ne'er in my life have I seen a sum approaching that.
Oh, really? Well, gosh.
If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure we'd agree.
Oh, jeez.
That settles it then.
Bad negotiation skills from me.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
Well, that's what I'm here for, my friend. I'm very good at driving off critters. Roach. You mangy horse. We have work to do. You got your nose buried in the food again. Let's go. Yeah, I know you're not excited about this, but... It's a beautiful day to ride out here on this trail. I love the way this game looks. As far as the way that it did forests and stuff, I just thought it was really good. Really well done.
Whoa there, Roach.
Okay. What do we have here? So I think given how long this video has become, it's a little longer than I anticipated it being. Sorry, everybody. Long Witcher 2 episode. I think we're going to leave it here. So we will take care of this little dragon. This little ghost on the next episode. So thanks for watching. I hope everybody's going to enjoy Witcher Wednesdays. This will go on for a long time because the game is so long. As always, give yourself questions and comments. Leave them down below. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Consider supporting my Patreon. It's in the description below. And I will see you on the next video. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.